I'm Anna. Welcome to Airy Media. And today we're at Artayasa Stables. And we're joined today by...
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha, or many people also call me Sammy.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Trishna.
Dan saya Mario, tapi biasa panggil Cio.
Guys, I'm super excited for this reunion. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Kak Trisna traveled all the way from the UK.
Dipas-pasin.
Cio from special Bogor region.
Deket lah.
Alyssa and Sam. So we grew up all together, right? And we're here to reminisce the good old days. Back when we were competing every other weekend or every other month, right? But we're also here to promote our winning legendary Kuda G ya, G horses.
Crossbreed.
And
Kuda G.
kenapa sih, and what makes them so special? Because I think we all believe that every horse matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just get into the conversation. Boleh nggak ceritain hidupnya kalian waktu pas di stable? Itu ngapain aja sih biasanya? Every other weekend.
We did a lot of things.
Iya, karena kita dulu stable-nya sama di Trijaya.
Except for me.
Waktu
Kita
baru
was here
belajar
di
di
Trijaya.
stable
Yeah,
itu
kita
tahun
semua.
95-96 gitu.
95-96 ya, kita semua.
Tisna duluan.
Ya.
Yeah.
Jadi kita kira-kira beda setahun lah baru Cio.
Iya.
Yeah.
Kita bisa seharian sih di
Bisa
stable.
seharian.
Pagi-pagi
We did
datang
everything,
lesson,
Iya.
Yeah.
habis itu
Kita
mandi.
pengennya bersihin kuda sendiri
Yeah,
ya.
we did everything.
Terus
Mandiin kuda.
Biasa mandiin habis naik ya.
Mandiin
biasanya.
habis naik. Terus habis itu
Kadang kita main di pedok
main di
juga,
pedok
nungguin.
sama kudanya.
Nungguin dia makan rumput. Terus kayak ya bisa seharian sih hangout and just like apa ya? Kayak hangout sama kudanya juga lama, sama teman-teman berkudanya juga gitu.
Sama orang tua kita juga
Iya,
jadinya.
orang tua deket banget ya
Jadi
dulu ya.
karena dulu awalnya pas lesson cuma datang, lama-lama lesson kita dari pagi sampai siang sampai sore, sampai makan
Nggak mau
siang
pulang.
dipesan ke
Nggak mau
kandang, nggak mau pulang, sampai nginep-nginepan.
Iya.
Yeah, those
Oh,
were the
zaman
good old
SMP
days.
juga.
Weekend ini nginep rumah siapa nih gitu kan?
But we spend a lot of time with the horse,
Iya.
mandiin.
Those were the good old days when we
Yeah.
weren't glued to our phones
Yeah.
and things like that. We were just there,
Belajar
present with the horses.
Belajar
with
masang
each
sadel
other,
juga,
yeah.
belajar masang alat, mandiin kuda. I don't know, we enjoy it because we like animals to begin with.
Yeah.
Jadi ya kita bawa kudanya aja.
Kenapa tuh naik kuda, Cio? Waktu pas
Kenapa naik kuda?
awal-awal.
Dulu biasanya gue awalnya go-kart.
Oh,
Go-kart, tapi emang
oke.
bokap nyokap ngajak duluan naik.
I see.
Terus ya diajak ke sini nih. Dia ke sini
Artayasa.
sama bokap nonton pertandingan. Lihat dia. Jumping 120.
Wow.
Kalau naik baru belajar racing
Gue
trot ya?
baru belajar racing terus latihan Trijaya kan di Lanjing mau Madi. Itu lihat dia tanding 120. Ya nggak bisa, namanya anak sumur gitu kan,
Iya.
terpacu kan.
Oh,
Ya,
oke.
Menjadi motivator.
menyambut. Iya, iya.
Kalau gue as simple as nyokap kayak, Alisa mau
mantap.
naik kuda nggak? Naik kuda, gimana maksudnya? Ya naik aja, coba aja dulu gitu kan. Jadi buat sport aja gitu, latihan naik kuda tiap hari. Dia kayak mau gitu kan, karena kan aku dari kecil memang udah love animal banget kan. Udah punya pets kayak anjing
Ayam.
atau apa gitu, ayam. I have chickens in my house
Iya,
dulu.
iya.
Terus habis itu ya udah, jadi dengar nama kayak kuda gitu kan, like a big animal horse and
Iya,
like
iya.
who doesn't love horses as a little girl gitu. Jadi gue kayak langsung oke,
Nice.
mau.
Nice. Berarti kalian udah lama banget ya di
Iya.
dunia berkuda.
Almost 30 years.
30 tahun.
Iya.
30 tahun ya. Gila ya.
Dari 96.
Ya. We always come back here.
Iya. Tempat
Great
ini
place.
banyak memori.
Sini lagi.
In the outdoor arena.
Artayasa sini is like the most
Banyak
competitions
Iya,
for us ya.
zaman dulu ya. Zaman dulu ya. Berarti kalian udah tahu lah ya spot favorit di mana nih di Artayasa?
Hah? Di atas.
Atau mungkin ya spot
Spot favorit di Artayasa or our
Di
own
kandang kita
stable.
dulu.
boleh dua. Mungkin kalau gue di
Anak kan-
Artayasa, cause I rode here ya. Jadi dulu kandang Bima dulu yang sekarang udah jadi mini outdoor arena. Terus karena sering bareback, kalian pasti seneng kan? Bareback ya kan?
Bener-bener abis mandiin kuda ya udah
Oh
naik
ya,
aja.
ngomongin bareback jadi inget the experience of dulu pertandingan di Brunei. Terus kita
Bawa
naik
ke laut.
naik kuda di pantai,
Oh, iya.
di laut. Terus Terus kita kayak
Seru
dari
abis.
ujung pantai ke ujung pantai kayak lomba lari gitu, lomba pacuan.
Okay,
gitu.
we need that photo.
It
We
was
need that
so
photo.
fun.
Tapi itu
Ada
gue ngerasain
foto,
galop
yeah,
sepanjang-panjangnya
Ada kan
itu sih
foto
di situ.
competition di sana?
Ada di sono. Aku bawa.
Oke.
Oke.
Um,
Spot favorit
terus apa ya? And then this outdoor arena,
Yeah, definitely.
Dulu tanding
so
sama
many
Yeah.
memories, so many winning competitions.
Jatuh juga pernah.
Wah,
How many times
countless
I
times.
walked the course there.
I know, of course.
Pernah ditandu nggak? Pernah ditandu nggak?
Ditandu. Nggak pernah.
Pernah gue sekali.
Aku pernah sekali.
Serem banget.
Keseleo.
Tapi ya udah, it's part of the ini ya. And then gue inget ya, ini outdoor arena. Shout out Pak Budi, my coach. He was a killer, but we love him. Tapi gue inget banget, gue baru selesai tuh di indoor arena. Terus kan Bima was an ex-race horse kan, jadi dia tuh nggak tahu gimana caranya canter. Jadi either trot atau gallop. Nah dulu Pak Budi bilang kayak, no, you need to refine canter. Jadi dari situ balik lagi ke outdoor arena. Jadi
Latihan.
gue 2 jam latihan. Terus gue inget banget pas lagi kesana kesini, almarhum Om Faisal, if you guys remember.
Pak Faisal rumahnya di situ dulu.
Dia kayak bilang, lanjut Pak. Terus gue kayak, iya nih. Tapi gue udah takut kan sama Pak Budi, ya udahlah gue ikutin aja. Tapi this outdoor arena was very intimidating for me. I don't know about you guys. Kalau kalian kayak datang buat kompetisi gitu, gimana?
Aku ingatnya dulu kan kompetisi emang selalu di sini
Di
ya.
sini,
Dan
ya.
dulu paling yang di seberang sana buat warm up.
Ya benar.
Tapi aku di RTS dulu pas aku ulang tahun ke-14, dulu tuh ada kolam renang di bawah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
iya.
right.
Dulu aku dicemplungin ke sana pas ulang tahun ke-14 aku.
Country club banget, katanya
Iya,
sih country
di bawah sering
club.
sih.
Masih ada nggak sih?
Masih ada nggak ya? Dulu
Masih
yang
ada nggak,
di
Nat?
bawah ada
Kayaknya, aduh, we need to go. Nanti kita muter ya.
Iya.
Nanti kita muter ya. Alright.
Kalau
Tapi kalau
dulu
di
sih-
Trijaya gimana? You guys have your own tech room.
Yeah, we had our own
Right.
tech room.
Iya.
And
Tech roomnya kan AC-nya dingin tuh, biasanya kadang lagi
Kita ngadem di situ.
panas-panasnya.
Ngadem.
Favorit spot ngadem di situ.
So it's like
Nice.
my tech room or yours today. So after riding, I would go to hers or she would go to mine, and then we would just hang
Siapa yang
out.
paling tech roomnya paling comfy, biasanya nggak ada sofanya, punya Semi sih.
Oh,
Iya.
nice.
Kita di tech room hangout
Oh, Cio
karena ada AC.
selalu di Trijaya atau di langsung
Di
Santa
Trijaya
Monica?
tuh gue 3 bulan kali ya.
Cio
3
belajar
bulan,
naik
4
di
bulan,
Trijaya,
habis itu
terus
kan ada klub sendiri, gue di
Iya.
situ. Lebih banyak di situ.
Di Santa Monica ya. Oh, nice. Sampai
Kita
sekarang
masih-
kan?
Sampai sekarang,
Iya.
sampai sekarang. Main dong. Gitu.
Kita bikin episode di sana next.
Iya.
Okay, so now we're talking about the training and competition. So what are your disciplines?
Show jumping.
Dulu yang paling keren show jumping ya. Dressage is like
I mean, yeah, I think we did
Show jumping.
dressage and eventing,
Yeah, we
but it
did
was more
some-
like a
we
side,
did some
side
dressage
thing.
too.
We did some
Because
dressage,
Yeah, of
tapi
course.
Because we need
kita
the
bertiga,
basics
Just,
kan.
it was
Harus.
just support our show jumping.
Basic, the basic of
Kenapa?
dressage.
Ya,
Ya paling paling nggak kelas paling gampangnya lah, kayak harus bisa.
Iya.
Iya.
Awal-awal kita nyoba semua sih, dressage iya, jumping iya, dan
Gue
dulu
juga
lebih
sering ya
Heeh.
sering ikut cross country juga.
yeah, we all did.
Kita ikut
you,
kok,
you,
sempet.
you. Yeah.
Ya gue terakhir masih
Jadi cross
eventing.
country
Iya, masih
biasanya
kan
kayak
kan?
2 atau 3 hari gitu kan yang
Dan-
kayak
iya.
dressage, and then besokannya jumping.
Iya.
Cross
Cross
country
country
dulu,
Abis itu-
abis itu baru terakhir hari
Dressage,
Minggu
and then
selalu the jumping.
iya. Dan dulu tuh lebih umum semuanya nyobain aja dulu, nggak langsung saya mau dressage, saya mau jumping.
Iya.
Coba aja dulu karena basicnya kan juga sama semua.
Di bawah kan cross country-nya.
That's true, tapi dari awal aku udah
Iya.
tahu banget aku
Tahu
jumping.
Kita show jumping sih mainly.
My
Saya
head
lebih
jumpers.
I know, but now that I'm still riding, I prefer dressage
Dressage,
because it's so hard. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
I mean,
Like,
show
having
jumping
that
is dressage over
harmony.
fences.
Iya.
Show jumping itu
But,
ada.
fun fact, kalau in terms of competition, mereka lebih lama kan showing.
Iya.
Iya.
And it's so cool. Maksudnya all the ini ya. Alright. Oke guys, siapa kuda pertama yang kalian cintai? Or mungkin kayak,
This might get emotional.
mungkin dari Cio dulu.
Cio dulu. Yang
Fasenya panjang ya, karena
Iya.
hampir tiap tiap umur atau tiap kategori usia tuh pasti ada kuda pegangan ya. Tapi mungkin yang
Kuda pegangan.
paling panjang dan paling memorable itu Casanova.
Oke.
Dan dia juga kuda G
ya?
kan, crossbreed, Indonesian crossbreed.
Crossbreed ya.
Dan ya kenapa gitu ya, karena sampai top performance gue di situ gitu, sampai jumping 140 di situ.
140.
Iya,
Wow.
di sini. Jumping 140 di sini. 3 kali 4 kali kompetisi aja 140, terus
Wow.
yang bawa gue sampai
Won.
final World Jumping Challenge juga dia
Wow.
gitu.
Is he still
Casanova.
around?
Hmm?
Casanova masih hidup?
Masih ada di kandang, lagi menikmati masa pensiun. Gitu.
Warnanya apa sih dulu?
Dia brown ya.
Dark brown,
Dark brown.
kayak
Dark brown.
kasan.
Kayak kalau
Iya.
Oh, oke. Kalau Katris?
Aku 2 sih
Banyak
pas
ya?
baru banyak. Tapi
Iya.
mungkin kalau yang dari dulu Chief of Staff
Ya.
sama dulu sebelum Chief pas masih belajar ada namanya Boy. Itu kuda riding school Trijaya. Semi juga naik.
Yeah,
Dia kuda riding school yang bikin kita banyak belajar.
Ya.
that's right.
Itu super fun, poni kuda G kecil, tapi jujur banget. Terus
Cepet
abis
banget
itu,
sih dulu.
cepet banget. Abis itu kuda G aku lagi itu Chief of Staff.
Ya.
Dia dulu bekas kuda pacu di Pulau Mas.
Oh
Iya,
Di Pulau Mas.
di Pulau Mas.
Skippy
Terus baru pas aku beli itu sebenarnya mungkin aku juga masih kecil, masih umur 12. Chief kan bekas kuda pacu, jadi
Iya.
belajarnya susah sih.
Iya kan?
But he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Dan dia kudanya juga nggak gampang, jadi bukan push button kayak he's very honest, dia bakal loncat,
Ya.
tapi kamu mesti tahu cara naik dia.
Ya.
Dan setelah aku pindah ke luar negeri buat kuliah, Chief itu juga berjasa, dia banyak
Ya.
dinaikin sama pada Brian, ada
Om Adi juga.
Om
kan?
Adi. Intinya Chief jadi semacam riding school master, but
Yeah,
he passed away now, like age 25.
Ya.
But yeah, he had a good long life sama aku dari awal sampai akhir.
Gue inget Alisa juga naik kan, Chief?
Sempet nyoba.
Iya, sempat
betul.
nyobain
Iya.
aja sih beberapa
Jadi
kali.
kuda yang
He's
bikin
amazing.
banyak belajar
Iya,
sih.
I remember. Kalau Alisa?
Kalau aku ya obviously juga time to time banyak ya dari
Iya.
kecil gitu. Kalau di Trijaya sih yang memorable banget ya dulu kayak belajarnya sama Kencana, terus Oklahoma,
Gue naik semua tuh
iya
dulu.
kan, terus Mendut, ya kan.
Oh my god.
Terus udah gitu itu kuda-kuda yang kita rent ya di
Iya,
Trijaya.
Iya, kuda
gitu.
riding school yang jasanya
riding school.
gede banget.
Jasanya gede.
Di riding school is so
Iya.
important ya.
Terus udah gitu kuda pertama aku inget banget si Bima. Cuman dia for me susah banget, agak terlalu wild gitu.
Alisa juga masih kecil.
Masih kecil banget, aku baru umur berapa, maybe 6 atau 7 tahun gitu. Habis yang itu nggak cocok, habis itu aku jual kuda itu dan lebih cocok sama orang lain. Dan akhirnya aku landed on Skippy. Skippy aku punya waktu aku umur 8 tahun, and Skippy was 6. Terus habis itu dari situ kita benar-benar build a relationship, kayak aku belajar banyak juga dari Skippy. Terus kayak from time to time dia pokoknya the best banget lah. Dia pintar, jago in every aspect, in dressage, jumping, cross country, semuanya dia kayak
Jack of all
kayak
trades.
jackpot gitu.
Iya.
Kayak aku sama dia menang banyak banget. Gila, to be honest kayak he's the best gitu.
Iya.
Dan sometimes kalau
Iya.
misalkan lagi I feel it, really feel it in the competition gitu ya. Kita tuh kayak telepati gitu.
Iya.
Jadi kayak
Pas banget.
aku pernah lagi cross country ngerasain kayak aku mau maju, aku nggak yakin, terus si Skippy-nya tuh kayak ngelirik ke atas gitu,
Iya.
ngeliatin gua. Terus gua kayak ayo, terus
Ayo.
dia kayak oke, ayo gitu. Kayak beneran kayak ngobrol tapi kayak cuma lirik-lirikan
Iya.
sama kayak
Gila ya.
feeling our body
Iya.
connection tuh kayak gila banget sih.
Tapi
Iya.
one thing aku input, emang kayak kita tuh belajar sama kudanya. Jadi
Iya.
kayak Skippy, Chief, Calvados, Casanova itu awalnya kita semua naikin mereka masih kelas pendek 50-70.
Iya.
Dan we grow
So you
with
grew
the horse.
together.
Jadi kita belajar,
Iya.
kudanya belajar, pelan-pelan naik. Aku sama
Iya.
Chief dari kelas 50 sampai 120 and
Iya.
he took me to places like
Iya,
pon
gitu.
segala macam.
Terus si Skippy juga kayak sama one thing juga yang gue bener-bener sampai sekarang kayak kepikiran terus tuh juga ya itu kalau misalkan gue kayak lagi jumping, lagi on the air, terus gue kayak salah nengok aja, belum landing nih, lagi di atas gitu, gue nengok, turun dia langsung belok karena dia lihat helm gue kemana,
Oh, oke,
gitu.
oke, oke.
Jadi gue kayak nggak boleh
gitu
salah
ya.
nengok, pernah salah belok gitu. Akhirnya
Jadinya
kayak
memutar
ya
lagi.
kena apa namanya kena
Time penalty.
kan.
Right,
Ya udah,
right,
and then the next time gue kayak oke gue nggak boleh salah nengok lagi nih, pokoknya harus ngelirik doang gitu. Kalau nggak dia ngeliat helm gue kemana.
Kalau
Ini dia.
Kalau Sammy
Iya.
siapa?
For me, I have to say thank you to Boy also, because Boy is the horse that gave you the confidence for
that's
competing.
important. Yeah.
Because he made you win.
Yes, he made you win.
Yeah.
He's not that easy, but he's a horse that taught a
Yeah,
lot.
but he was honest. He was
so
fast. He was
honest.
adjustable.
Honest,
It was.
yeah.
It was. He was a fun ride,
Yeah.
and he gave you that confidence. So.
Calvados.
Yes, and then going into Calvados, which makes
sorry,
me
Boy,
yeah, Boy. But then
Yeah.
now going for Calvados, who was I would say my soulmate, true soulmate.
Yeah.
It was.
Merinding ba?
Yeah, I'm emotional.
Skippy was my soulmate too.
The bond was amazing. I mean, he was also fast. He was also very honest, and he was not a very friendly horse. He didn't trust many people or
I think
other
a lot of
horses.
gay horses are not
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
friendly.
yeah, I know. But with me, it was like having a pet dog sometimes. I could just go
Yeah.
to the paddock
Oversized
and
dog,
call
yeah.
him, and he
Yeah.
would just canter or gallop towards me, just like a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And with him, I also won a lot of competitions. Some of the FEI international
Yeah.
ones, and I actually joined PON with him also. Ikut PON juga sama Calvados.
It was a good dressage juga kan, I remember.
Yeah, he was good also in
disciplines,
other
yeah.
disciplines, and I was with him until the end, until he took his last breath. So that's I slept in the stable
Yeah.
for like 2-3 nights.
Yeah.
I slept
We've
in
been
the
through all
arena.
that too.
We were holding each other, and that was I think.
We were fortunate actually. Our horses retired with us.
Yeah.
They,
When Skippy passed away,
with us.
juga I was there with him through the end.
I have another one actually. So after Calvados, I wasn't sure whether I was ever gonna find something like that again, and that's irreplaceable. But after Calvados, I had Devito, who is now Braveheart.
Yeah,
It's Aan's
yeah.
horse now. That was a beautiful journey too, because that was the first time Om Ardi said to me, Sam, this is your time. You can train your own horse now. Sekarang kamu udah bisa latih sendiri. Kalau dulu kan,
Yeah,
we
harus
had our
coach. Yeah.
and that was sweat and tears for me too, because I remember the first time competing with Devito, it was like he was just he was nervous all the time. He was
Yeah.
like rearing. He didn't want to jump. And people were like, "Why did you get that horse? What do you want with that? What
Yeah,
are you
yeah, yeah.
doing?" But
Yeah.
I had so much confidence in him
yeah.
because I knew what he was like at home when we were
Yeah.
training. And then the moment that I would never forget is that the first time I won a competition
With him,
because
yeah.
I trained him myself, like from
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
Um,
Foundationnya udah kuat
oh,
ya.
that was amazing. And then
until now.
with Ad, I feel like every time I see him post stuff on social
Yeah,
media,
yeah.
I'm like, he's doing so well, and I feel so proud.
Yeah.
He's jumping like 130 and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
It's crazy. It's really good, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that too.
Aw.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I have my
that's great.
soulmate, and then I have kind of like my baby,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that I
Paham,
trained
paham.
from zero to like winning competitions. So
Right.
yeah, it's amazing.
Aw, that's great. All right, so I'll talk a little bit more about my legendary horse. Tapi mungkin I think you guys talked about it, right? Kenapa sih kuda G waktu itu waktu pas beli kali ya? How did you find Devito, Calvados, Chief, like how did you choose them? What makes them special? I mean, you guys mentioned a lot with honest. This is what I actually wrote down, kayak kuda G
Dan,
tuh kayak apa ya, jujur kan, kalau bahasa Indonesia jujur. Iya kan lu berarti
Jujur dan they're really
They are.
tough as well.
Yeah.
Masih
Jujur tuh
dipakai nggak sih bahasa jujur sekarang? Masih relate nggak?
honest,
Yeah.
jujur. Karena gue inget kenapa jujur ya, kalau misalnya kuda gue sih jarang nolak, ya nggak sih? If you feel kayak mereka they're fearless aja, kayak yaudah, nih gue inget banget di sini kayak udah sebenarnya udah mau stop nih, tapi tiba-tiba mulai loncat, makanya gue akhirnya gue jatuh gitu kan.
Tapi kalau
Tapi it's
dipikir-pikir, kenapa dulu kuda kita kuda G juga karena kan kita ngelihat size juga ukuran kuda G
iya,
kan kita semua juga nggak terlalu gede ya.
Kecil, ya.
Dan itu rasanya step up yang
Iya, pas.
cocok. Dari dulu kan poni-poni,
Iya,
terus kuda G.
benar.
Sama juga memang banyak opsi kuda G dan dari size dan price juga.
Price.
Yeah,
Price,
that was also a
What's
thing.
affordable dan juga the thing is dulu juga ada opsi beli kuda di luar.
Benar.
Tapi kuda G itu kenapa kita semua punya kuda kita, karena kita bisa lihat kudanya, bisa kita coba dulu.
Benar.
Pas kita coba
Pas kita
juga
coba bisa
connection-nya.
Iya.
Gue sih
Connection
pertama
is
kayak
important.
perasaan sama kudanya
Iya.
sih, kayak cocok apa enggak tuh langsung kerasa.
Iya.
Like I cannot describe it how, but you will know gitu.
Kita aksesnya juga banyak ke Kudage dulu, dan kayak Chief, waktu saya beli Chief dulu juga dia memang udah Trijaya dulu udah ada yang punya, dan emang udah dijual, jadi punya kesempatan nyobain aja sih, nyobain dan ukuran, price.
Cio
gimana nemunya?
Ya karena
mistaken.
hampir semuanya. Gue kan naik benar-benar pegang Womblad tuh baru beberapa tahun terakhir aja kan. Tapi dari kecil sampai yang rider tuh masih naik Kudage ya, masih naik crossbreed.
Nemu Kudagenya dari mana?
Nemunya hunting ya. Karena ke Bandung, ke Jawa.
Nggak bisa cuma sekali nyoba langsung oke gitu kan. You
Apalagi
have to
masih
nyari
green
beberapa
gitu.
kali.
Kita nyari benar-benar ke kampung-kampung.
Iya, benar.
Terus lu menariknya gini. Itu kayak di kampung itu kandang kudanya lebih mewah daripada rumah yang punya.
Bener.
Segitunya mereka ngerawat kuda. Tapi kan berarti jadi dari sisi house welfare pun menarik ya gitu ya. Menarik dikupas juga bahwa mereka persiapkan bener gitu.
Ini kuda-kuda yang mana? Kuda-kuda Manado gitu.
Kuda Manado, kuda-kuda Jawa, segala macam crossbreed semua kan. Gitu dari ya mungkin tahu namanya kayak Secret Weapon sampai hari ini masih main kan. Itu kita hunting benar-benar di Jawa gitu. Alberto sempat kan lama gitu. Terus pernah naik juga dulu. Itu di Bandung dapatnya. Dan banyak kuda di kandang kita dulu banyak sekali kuda-kuda seperti itu gitu. Dan memang harganya sangat terjangkau, kayak Alberto dulu beli 9 juta.
Bohong.
Secret Weapon itu nggak sampai.
Sorry banget. Gue dibanding sama Skippy, ya Allah.
Enggak, beda udah.
Iya.
Udah ada
Secret Weapon itu dapat dulu ya murah memang sekitar mungkin 20-an dulu.
Berapa, sorry?
20 jutaan mungkin. Gitu.
Dan intinya bisa ke sana, bisa nyoba.
Bisa ke sana,
perginya sama trainer kita juga dulu.
Dulu gue dipaketin sama saddle.
Oh iya.
Ya, karena memang dari sisi harga ya waktu itu ya buat kami terjangkau kan.
Paham.
Gitu.
Ukuran kuda.
Gue biasanya dulu dari ini sih, connection dari
Pelatih kita
pelatih.
dulu.
Gue dapat Skippy dulu dari Om James.
Aku juga dari Om James.
Om James tuh berjasa banget sih.
Shout out Om James.
Halo Om James.
Om James.
Udah ngelatih kita semua.
The next episode is with Om James.
Pelatih yang udah melatih.
Bener ya, aku juga dulu kuda tuh biasanya Om James tuh yang milihin.
Kayaknya dia tuh kayak paling
He
tahu
was
ini
like,
cocoknya sama siapa
he's like,
gitu.
The
Sammy
horse
kamu harus
whisperer.
coba ini deh, ini tuh cocok sama kamu.
Dan
Coba.
aku rasa
Iya.
dulu kita pas belajarnya juga kita nyoba banyak banget kuda riding school.
Yeah,
Dan it
riding
helps
school.
us to grow karena kuda riding school kan semua kuda karakternya beda.
Yeah.
Kita belajar aja untuk deal with every kind. Ada yang malas, ada yang rajin, ada yang spooky.
Dan harus nyobain
Harus
semua
nyobain kayak,
different horses
nggak bisa
kan.
dulu kayak, aduh,
sebelum
Om, saya
beli.
nggak mau naik kuda itu.
Iya, benar-benar. Nggak ada choice,
Gak ada choice, coba aja. Dan we had fun.
Gue ingat saat itu pas abis nyobain si Skippy, tadinya kan udah kayak bilang sama my parents gitu kan, sama papa gitu kan, mau banget, gila cocok banget, I love him so much already gitu-gitu kan. Tadinya katanya my dad kayak, wah ini sama ownernya ternyata belum mau dijual, belum mau dilepas. Terus aku bilang aja ke ownernya, anakku nangis-nangis. Ayo dong, kayak bener-bener di begging gitu. Akhirnya ya udah dapet.
Sama shout out juga buat parents kita semua yang udah
Yeah.
support.
Thank you banget.
Thank you
Mom,
parents.
thanks dad.
Thanks dad for
Without them,
without them we can't. Yeah.
Now we can.
Now we can.
Maksain beli kuda untuk kita, sama maksain kita untuk naik kuda juga.
Iya, maksain. Banget.
Yeah.
Kalau Sammy?
For me,
Yeah,
how
I found
well, like we
Calvados.
said, Om James.
Om James, yeah.
So
Okay.
in Trijaya, we would have like some horses there, and biasanya Om James tuh kayak ngasih coba aja. Coba Sammy coba yang ini,
Yeah.
coba yang ini, and then
Yeah.
with Calvados, I think it was just a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
So
Right.
before Calvados, I actually had another horse. His name was Apollo, but we didn't really bond as much, and yeah, and I think he saw that too. And then after I let go of Apollo, he was like, "You should try this one.
This one, okay.
This one is for you." And then
it.
I did, and yeah, I never looked back.
Look
I was
back,
like,
yeah.
yes, I
Nice.
this is my horse. You know?
Yeah. So thank you for sharing. For me, I have to answer it myself. Kalau Bima itu sebenarnya kuda kedua gue, karena unlike you guys, I mean I grew up in Botswana in Africa, so that was my first horse. Namanya dulu Aristocrat. I didn't even know what the breed was. I guess they call it Namibian warm blood. Dia menggendut aja gitu. He's a dun. Tapi he was mean. He was very mean, kayak kalau misalnya di stable tuh nggak bisa dikeluarin. Jadi kayak, and even when walking he would lift his leg up. Tapi kalau you know in the arena he was the best. Sampai barrel racing dulu kan sama Jim Canna, if you guys remember. Tapi with Bima Itu kan Cio bilang kayak nyobain di Seluk-Beluk gitu ya. Ini kayak di Pulau Mas, before it was Pulau Mas masih racing. Dan gue nyobain Bima itu di lapangan bola, sharing sama anak-anak main bola. Gue inget banget, gue nyobain Bima sama Putra Bantik. Putra Bantik is still around in Trijaya. Tapi gue inget banget tuh, waktu itu Bima dinaikin sama Kapingkan Motira. And he was like so kenceng banget. And I'm like, I'm never gonna ride that horse, it's so fast. Serem banget. Tapi we connected and dia dulu emang sebenarnya kuda yang tadinya buat pon dari Manado. Dan pas lagi dia dibawa lewat laut, ada namanya dulu Tante Joan. And dia tuh kuda jantan sebenarnya. And
Belum di gelding.
belum. Tapi abis di gelding kan biasanya orang, maksudnya orang lagi kuda. Abis di kebiri langsung lebih santai, lebih tenang.
Ini sama
gitu.
aja?
Enggak, lebih wild.
Oh.
Jadi makanya gue nggak cross
Sama kayak
country
Pak
lagi. Soalnya dulu Om Rahmat nyobain dia cross country malah the bridle copot sama
Terlalu hot.
It was just too hot. Jadi nggak bisa. But he was the best. Emang apa ya? Jarang nolak jumping as I mentioned, ya kan? Very fearless. And yeah, we score Cinta Indonesia Open 2007. Yeah. He had a good retirement though abis itu di Bali. Oke, so kan kalian always reminiscing kangen berkuda atau kuda-kuda kalian. Gimana sih caranya biasanya mengingatnya? Tadi kayaknya Alisa when we were talking a little bit suka mimpi.
Iya, sampai sekarang masih suka kadang-kadang kalau lagi habis lihat foto-foto terus kangen gitu. Suka tiba-tiba mimpi aja gitu ketemu my favorite horse, Skippy.
Right.
It's always Skippy, nggak pernah kuda yang lain.
Yeah.
In my dream.
First and last.
Dan di mimpi gue tuh kalau mimpi orangnya very vivid. Jadi I feel like I thought it was real gitu. Jadi kayak lagi kayak ketemu, lagi naik lagi happy gitu. Abis itu bangun-bangun kayak,
It's just a dream.
no, it's just a dream gitu. I'll see you one day gitu.
Iya. Kalau Cio masih ada lah ya kuda-kudanya.
Masih ada, tapi kalau mau ngingat itu ya buka Facebook,
Iya.
lihat foto andalan.
Foto andalan.
Foto andalan bener.
Foto andalan. Terus udah, tapi kan gue emang masih sering ke kandang ya.
Iya.
Anak gue yang kecil latihan,
Iya.
jadi masih sering nemenin.
That's so cute.
Jadi masih bisa lihat kudanya dan lain-lain.
Kalau Katrisa mah masih
juga
naik lah
Aku masih naik dan masih ada kuda sekarang di Inggris.
di Inggris ya.
Jadi ya setiap sehari-hari masih naik sih.
Apa nama kudanya yang
Namanya Dora.
Dora.
Ada satu kuda. And I still ride every day, go to the stable. Cuman ya lihat-lihat foto.
dressage jumping, both.
Jumping dan
gitu
ya flat work. She's his. Tapi ya foto.
Yeah, I think it's the pictures that we look at, the videos, the competition
Glorious
videos, and
moments, yeah.
same. I still dream of horses like so much.
Ya.
Terus kayak beberapa
Iya.
bulan-bulan lalu kayak waktu itu diajakin sama Michael sama Adi ke sini kan nontonin
Iya.
competition yuk, datang
Iya,
dong
iya,
gitu kan
iya,
sekali-sekali.
Iya bener ya.
Terus gue datang ke sini ngeliat competitionnya tuh kayak setengah seneng setengah bete gitu.
Iya, iya,
Yang
iya.
kayak pengen naik.
Iya.
Yeah.
Tapi ya life.
It is,
you
it
know.
is, it is an emotional thing. Like just
Yeah.
coming here, the first
Yeah.
thing I did, I was petting a horse, and then I was just like holding it in so bad.
Yeah.
You know.
So I want to share with you guys this
Yeah.
book that I have.
Okay.
I created. So it's called On the Saddle. So I created a memorabilia. Ini Sam. Shout out to Sam Blanco. So this is also another one, Brenda and Brandon. Tapi memang dia baru. So these are two like different ini ya rider ini. because I wanted to like create both of my passion in design and storytelling. Tapi juga pertanyaan-pertanyaan kayak, what unspoken language do you have sih with your horse? Which you have, right, Alisa?
I
Pasti
do
banyak
have
banget.
very strong. Yeah.
Gitu. Dan ini emang ceritanya tuh is something that you hold dear until we tell it to our own children. Ya nggak sih?
Yeah.
Gitu.
Yeah.
So and I think it's such a good way to kind of reconnect. Ya nggak sih? Ya. Daripada misalnya ya social media is great for sure kayak oh ya keren gitu kan. Tapi I felt like something kayak I don't know if you guys like
tapi zaman dulu belum terlalu banyak foto di sosmed juga.
Iya benar.
Fotonya masih yang di print, terus sekarang udah kuning-kuning.
Dulu kan kita kalau foto gimana ya kayak sebisanya aja nggak sih?
And we weren't focused on taking pictures to show off to other people.
Yeah.
We were focusing on the moments that we were experiencing with each other and with the horse. So.
Obviously.
Ini mesti bikin sih nih memorabilia for myself with like my horses.
Yeah.
Gila. Daripada kayak cari aduh album yang mana nih di rumah satu-satu dibuka.
That's the whole
Mesti kayak dijadiin satu gitu loh.
Okay.
Ya, mesti bikin
project.
sampai
Next project.
Tentuin ya
everyone. Yeah. Special edition Kudage.
Yes.
Gitu kan.
Okay.
Okay. So talking about social media, menurut kalian apa sih perbedaan terbesar antara fashion pakai baju kuda ya dulu dan sekarang di komunitas
It's
Gue-
so different.
gue tiba-tiba tring keinget gitu. Zaman dulu gue masih pakai helm yang bludru.
Tahu, gue juga.
Yang
Gue
dalamnya
juga.
yang dalamnya satin warna merah.
Yeah.
Tapi
Yeah.
yang aku notice sih dulu juga emang nggak banyak macam sih.
Iya.
Tapi
Cuman ya udah celana,
celana, baju putih aku dulu pakai kemeja sekolah.
dulu
Awal tanding kemeja putih.
atau enggak ya kayak kemeja yang bahannya kemeja, bahan kantor,
Iya, iya,
kemeja
iya.
kantor.
Iya, iya,
Kalau
iya.
sekarang kan kayak tanding
Banyak tuh kayak-
oh boleh pakai kayak bahan stretchy polo, tapi kayak yang penting ada kerahnya gitu kan.
Iya, iya, iya.
Jasnya juga awal-awal it was
Jas
only
biasa.
black, but
Yeah.
then the colors started coming in. Yeah.
Dulu
for
ada
like-
Pasurawan gak sih? Kan
Oh my gosh, shout out to
Pasurawan.
Emang udah nggak ada, masih ada kan?
Masih bikin kan?
I think so, yeah,
Masih,
he does.
masih.
And
And
saddle
Pak
pads, ya.
Dharma the
Yeah,
the boots. Yeah,
Semua custom made loh.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like the fashion itself. It wasn't that. I'm not gonna say important,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
could like go to the
Functionality.
stable. I was like.
We
I was into like a lot of like rock music. I would wear like a rock
T-shirt,
shirt, you know, like a rock band shirt.
Celana kuda, kalau gue biasa atasnya kaos yang kayak lucu gitu.
Yeah.
Iya, iya,
Yang
iya.
gambar apa sih yang
Kayak pony
Little Miss apa?
Yeah, and
Atau nggak kaos-kaos Roxy.
Shopping Queen
Yeah,
gitu,
yeah.
whatever gitu. Oh my
or,
gosh.
yeah, surfer shirts. But
Yeah.
we weren't really like worried about whether it matches or
Iya,
not.
bener.
Like,
Whether
it
it
wasn't
tam-
really.
Kayak lebih yang praktikal aja sih.
Iya, iya.
practical.
Yeah.
Cio, gimana Cio? As a guy.
Gue bayangin ya, jadi
Sebagai
ya-
laki-laki coba.
ya kalau apalagi kalau pertandingan cuman yang based on
Standar
rules
aja.
aja, standar
Iya,
kan.
standar.
Helm harus gimana,
Iya.
jas gimana, celana putih mostly.
Of course.
Kuda lo matching gak sama lo?
Enggak. Nggak mikirin, kita nggak mikirin sampai sih.
Actually, kudanya lebih heboh
fashion
because
kan?
like
Kayak ada yang ada
the
ears,
saddle pad
the
and then
saddle
the
pad.
Everything matching
was
kan?
matching.
The
Kayak
badges,
slabrak
gitu.
sama
Iya.
boots sama the apa everything yang kayak tutupan kuping kudanya, semuanya warnanya sama.
But that's until now.
Iya
right?
iya iya iya.
Karena mungkin dulu fokusnya nggak ke situ mungkin.
Iya,
ya.
maybe.
Yeah.
Itu things saya fokusnya nggak ke situ dan juga emang options accessible.
Optionnya
Iya,
nggak ada.
true.
Iya.
Sekarang options jauh
Very
lebih banyak.
many. Dan local
Iya.
brands bagus-bagus juga loh.
Ya, dulu local
Iya.
brands belum. Karena emang dulu tuh komunitas berkuda tahun 95-an jauh lebih kecil juga.
Iya.
Yeah.
A lot
Early
smaller.
2000, ya.
That's why.
Kan nggak ada ya kayak Indo brand
Belum.
Ya.
Pasurawan.
Pasurawan.
kecuali Surawan,
Iya,
kecuali
he's a
celana
legend.
kuda.
Celana ya. Iya, that's important. Oke, tapi ya emang sekarang perbedaannya emang banyak option. Ya boleh gaya ya, tapi
Boleh
naik
sih.
kuda ya naik kuda juga seimbang ya.
Naik race,
Iya
of
nggak sih? Oke.
I think because somebody told me like and it stuck to my head. Horses don't care how you dress. As long as you treat them nicely, they'll treat you
Yeah.
back the same way. Horses doesn't care if you greet them in your pajamas
Yeah.
or in your really nice outfit.
Iya.
They don't care.
I mean, you
Yeah.
in the UK, you have to take care dari
Yeah.
pagi sampai.
In the UK, I mean, I look
malam
after
dan
my own
pagi
horse and I like doing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, horses essentially, it's a sport where the horses doesn't care how you look.
Yeah, that's so important. All right, we're all rivals, but we're friends. Apakah ada drama?
There's so many rivals lah.
ya ampun.
I remember one story with us.
What?
Apa?
I think it was in Brunei. Do you
Mau naik
remember
kuda
that story?
Kalian mau naik kuda yang
So,
sama.
no, it was like this. I arrived in, so we had this competition in Brunei because Adi had Trijaya in Brunei at that time. And then I arrived a week earlier, and I trained with this horse. I still remember her name was Criolita, I think.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
we did so well. I trained so well with this horse. And then a few days later, Alyssa arrived, and she got another horse. His name was Kasbah, I think. I forgot.
Kasbah ya benar.
Yeah.
Kasbah.
And they didn't do so well.
At all.
They didn't do so well. And then Omar at the last minute, he was like, no, Alisa, you take Criolita. And then I got Kasbah. And I was upset, but I think as a sportsman, I don't know, like
Sportsmanship.
and she's my sister, kind of like best friend / sister. So I
Sorry.
thought like, you know what,
bad.
I'll just do it. Yeah, it's okay. And then
No, but wait, kayaknya seingat gue when you tried that horse, my horse, cocok juga.
yeah, I mean, I handled it. Let's say
Because I was like way smaller than her, I was shorter, and maybe my legs are shorter as well. I don't know, the effect of that kan ngaruh juga kan.
yeah.
Jadi kayak nggak cocok aja gitu sama gue.
But at the end, I actually won.
Iya. Dia
Alright,
menang.
so you ended up.
I ended up riding her.
Oh, you rode
her
the
horse,
on.
and then I won. And then
You're
like,
such a good rider.
yeah. But I think you were kind of upset too. I saw there's a picture where I was
Muka gue
holding.
pasti grumpy
I
gitu
was
kayak.
holding. I need to find the picture.
Yeah, okay,
I
we'll
was
find it,
holding
we'll
the
find
cup,
it.
and
We're
then
so
I see your face
competitive.
was like,
Yeah.
No, my face is just like, I should have won. Ya biasalah.
yeah, but it was fun.
But
I
it was
mean,
like-
it's a
like
normal
fun.
Masih
thing.
kecil
Drama.
juga.
I mean,
Masih
maybe-
pakai body protector,
Gue inget
bootsnya
banget
karet.
sih.
Yeah.
Terus gue pakai body protector.
Bootsnya belum even kulit, boots kita masih karet.
Yang karet susah
yeah.
dicopot.
Yang susah dicopot.
Yang kayak pull up
Tarik-tarik.
gitu kan.
Yeah. I mean, outside the arena,
so
of course,
funny.
we're family,
Yeah,
but
of course.
in the arena, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Tapi habis competition udah senyum lagi.
Of course.
Yeah.
All the hugs and
Yeah.
it's
Jiwa sama Trisna.
Terus kita main junior, Trisna udah main di open kan.
Oh iya.
Mungkin udah kompetisi yang berbeda.
Bener.
Kalau dulu, gue kalau tanding sama mereka, ya asal lihat starting line up-nya ada Alisa sama Skippy udah.
Iya, udah.
Ya, dia pasti menang. Tinggal gol on semi.
Salah tuh mindsetnya.
Gitu ya.
Tapi
gitu
nggak
ya.
apa-apa, artinya kalah ya udah gitu.
Ya
nggak
udah,
ada-
iya.
nggak apa-apa gitu.
Belum tentu menang lah kan. Biasanya ada days.
Ada nggak ada
It's
day
part of
off-nya?
it.
Iya,
day off.
bener.
Gue menang pas dia day off aja.
Iya, iya.
Tapi kan kita masanya cuma segitu-segitunya ya.
Iya, iya,
Paling
iya.
berlima, berenam.
Iya, bener.
Tapi dulu nggak banyak. Dan aku ingat dulu ada satu kompetisi, aku sama Mia Arsat yang jam off berdua, dan kita, hai Mbak Mia, kalau
Iya.
dulu aku dan Mbak Mia cuma dua-duanya rider cewek di kelas itu. Ya kayak
Yeah.
mungkin kelas 1 10, tapi memang jumlah orangnya lebih dikit, dan dulu rider
Cewek kan
cewek juga nggak terlalu banyak.
male dominated
Iya.
sport.
Sekarang udah lebih banyak cewek cowok.
It
Dulu
was
masih
a male.
Terus terakhir-terakhir dibikin kayak Ladies Cup.
Yeah, Queen's Cup,
Queen's
and
Cup.
things like that. Yeah.
Ya Queen's Cup ya.
Sebutkan satu kenangan di Artayasa nih. This is specifically in Artayasa yang selalu membuat kalian kayak that was a good one.
Banyak.
You know,
Banyak
there's
ya?
so
Banyak
many.
banget.
Tapi
Banyak.
just one.
Apa ya?
Apa ya, banyak banget. Berbagai kelas, berbagai pertandingan.
Itu dari
Dari itu ya.
dari
kecil
junior
sampai
sampai open ya kita main di sini.
Kalian,
Iya.
maybe I can start.
Boleh
Aku-
coba.
aku terlalu
Apa?
cinta Indonesia
Refresh
Open.
our memory.
For me.
Apa?
Cinta Indonesia Open for me 2007. It was the very first Cinta Indonesia Open. Dulu di organized by Bu Triwati Marsiano. Halo Bu. And it was right here, and I was the youngest girl. I was the only girl. Lawan Om Adi there. Om Adi. He's focused.
Can't hear you.
Oh, I can't. It was him, and ada Tornanda juga. It was ridden by one of your Manado riders. And itu ngalahin Yan by like a millisecond. It was an open 30.
Siapa yang
30
ngalahin?
plus.
Sorry.
Jadi gua
Oh,
I
okay,
was the
sure.
winner. And then I won the motorbike. Jadi setiap kali gua ketemu sama orang pasti gua dikasih, oh ana motor ya. And I
Karena
still
lu
have
dapet
it.
motor.
Iya. Karena I think that was the very first yang emang apa kan kalau kita menang kan paling rosettes, ya kan like little prize money gitu. Terus dulu tuh kayak ada Range Rover, and I saw the video nanti bisa diputer. Terus bokap gue kayak ngevideoinnya seolah-olah gue menang Range Rover gitu. Gue kayak enak banget. I was 17. Kayak can you imagine if I won a Range Rover? Tapi that was one of the best memories for me. And then after that I kind of retired.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I think for me it's the first time I joined a higher class. So for zaman dulu tuh 120 udah tinggi banget
Udah
kan.
tinggi banget.
I think that's the first time I joined with
biasa.
Calvados for the 120. I think it was here, I think.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments. And that's the beauty of the sport, right? When you join competitions, there's no like gender separation. You compete with all the senior riders and they're all male.
Against your trainers.
Against our trainers, and they're mostly male and they're seniors. They've been riding for a longer time than us, and I think that's the beauty of it too. And you kind of feel proud when you're like sometimes you're the only girl in that category. And then you actually win. You beat them all, and I think that's also kind of the beauty of the sport. Yeah.
I think kayak there's so many competitions and like the memories are all kayak almost all great gitu, kayak memorable banget. Mau menang mau enggak, mau juara 1 mau juara 2.
Yang penting kita ketemu.
Tapi kalau especially kalau lagi juara 1 tuh kayak on top of the world gitu kan.
Nggak sih kalau dulu ada victory lap?
Victory lap. We are the champion.
Sama announcernya Julie Love.
Julie Love.
Julie.
Terus dulu ada Mr. Ho sama Mbak Titin, back to show jumping.
Calvados almost kicked him once.
I guess one of the most memorable one juga yang terakhir sih I menang yang Queen's Cup itu. I menang 2 tahun berturut-turut. And I was proud of that.
Naik siapa?
Naik Stevie. Terus kayak ada dapat the tiara and the sash. Terus aku kayak sampai dada-dadanya gini-gini.
Me too. Kayak Ana.
Asik.
Hello, commoners.
Sampai sekarang masih simpen.
Seru banget kan? Cio, Katris, banyak kan, ada Kim, ada Kim.
Ada
You never mention Kim.
Oh ya, abis Chief of Staff, aku dulu punya warm blood satu namanya Kimberly. Dia dulu aku di RTSA menang itu FEI Children's Dressage untuk sama Kim dulu banget.
Oh iya
Kim, dia warm blood tapi chunky dan
The
big.
chunky,
Terus
big,
Kim
cute.
itu punya anak namanya Zini.
Zini.
I think most of you have heard of Zini karena sejak aku keluar negeri, Zini has been ridden by many people and taught a lot of
Legend as
people.
well.
I tried her too.
Dia, tapi di RTSA banyak banget sih sampai blur gitu pertandingan yang mana aja. Cuman pertandingan pertama aku di RTSA, pertandingan pertama banget naik kuda namanya Kencana dari Trijaya. Dulu di Salways Open. Ya Salways itu dulu satu member RTSA yang sangat aktif. Ini tahun 97 kali ya. I still remember like Resash.
Anak-anaknya juga ikut.
Udah
kan,
gitu kalau 30-50 pertandingan pertama pasti nomor 1 pasti selalu cross gitu silang.
Iya.
Dan RTSA yang
Banyak, tapi mungkin 2 momen kali ya.
Iya.
Yang pertama cross country. Pertama kali gue cross country di sini. Pertama banget.
That's a great memory as well.
Cross
Dan
country.
itu
siapa?
naik dulu kuda crossbreed juga Ref Bahya.
Siapa?
Ref Bahya.
Oh iya,
Yang
Ref
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Itu kuda eventing pertama gue.
Iya.
Nah itu entah gimana pas latihan tuh nggak pernah berhasil bisa loncat lah untuk mulu dengan pas latihan. Tapi kalau pertandingan beda.
Dia
Dia udah tahu aja gitu.
Dia udah
Ya.
tahu
Rush-nya beda.
Iya.
Tapi itu gue 2 kali 3 kali cross country itu nggak pernah finish karena nyasar.
Emang banyak sih.
Susah kan?
Banyak
Maksudnya
sih.
kita
Rintangannya
biasa ngapalin mungkin 8-10 obstacle di
30
lapangan
kan?
kecil terus bisa 20.
Gue juga nggak tahu tuh gimana cara gue hafal.
Di lapangan gede gimana cara?
Emang.
Belum tegangnya, belum apanya gitu. Belum
Kadang-kadang
tahu nih kuda akan loncat
dalam
apa
otak
enggak.
kadang-kadang where the hell is the
Iya,
next one?
iya.
Kanan kiri anjir gimana ya?
Dan terus ya
iya,
memang
Gila.
apa? Feel cross country itu bedanya adalah ya cuman suara angin dong. Gitu.
Iya.
Cuma suara kita kuda dan angin.
Iya,
Cuman kayak gitu.
benar.
Nah, terus kedua mungkin di sini ya pas Indonesia Grand Prix naik Casanova ya 140 itu pertama kali 140 juga dan menang. Dan itu semuanya sunyi banget.
Wow.
Tanding di kelas ya 140 itu rasanya semua sunyi.
Oh ya? Gimana?
Karena yang nonton juga deg-degan mungkin ya.
Iya.
Jadi diem nggak ada teriak-teriak
40 tuh
apa
tinggi
segala
banget
macam
sih.
nggak ada. Jadi semua diem sunyi, kita juga tegang.
Iya.
Kuda juga mungkin tegang gitu kan.
Iyalah.
Jadi semua tegang itu aja sih.
Bisa
Dan
ngerasain
finish, menang dan itu ya
Iya.
Dan,
jadi kayak momen pertama cross country sampai di kelas 140 di Ateasa.
Iya, di Ateasa.
Dari beginner until the end.
Alright, kalau kalian bisa mengulang waktu, memilih kenangan berkuda yang mana yang ingin diulang?
Semua.
I think I have one. So I remember my last competition with Calvados. It was in Pegasus.
Oh, okay.
We won everything. So I think there were 2 categories, the 1 meter and the 110.
Okay.
So actually there was a little setback after pond. We were jumping 120, 130, but after pond we had a little setback and we had to get back into it. So I went back to like 110 and 1 meter, but that was so beautiful because we both did so well and we won it fair and square, and then not long after that he passed. So it was like,
because of colic.
yeah, it was, yeah. And I think I will remember that moment forever because it's like the last, and we won, and it was a beautiful moment. The rounds were beautifully ridden, and I saw, like every time I see the video, it's like, it all comes back to me. That's like, I think it's one of my favorite moments. One of them, because there's so many.
Yeah. What about your list?
Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't think about one, but maybe all the times that I was winning.
Yeah.
Or like good times with Skippy lah, intinya.
Yeah.
With my soulmate horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hard horse.
Iya, sama sih kayak Alisa juga, terlalu banyak pertandingan, cuman ya sama Chief, Boy, Kim, and all of them.
Karena
Pas tanding, and it's really fun, because you feel like you really won with them.
Iya.
Kayak regardless menang atau enggak,
Terus
cuman kayak if you do a nice round,
enak
and
gitu.
you've given your best, terus medali juga itu.
Terus rasanya tuh kayak kalau lagi jumping in the air-nya, rasanya tuh selalu ada this feeling of slow motion, terus kayak happy gitu.
Yeah.
Iya. Kalau
Yeah.
aku seneng.
Aku kadang-kadang suka in my head kayak, I wanna like savor this feeling. Ya pas lagi jumpingnya lagi enak tuh kayak.
Iya.
I remember one jump off actually. Orang-orang aku naik Chief, terus orang-orang kayak, pada kaget aja, because I made such a tight turn.
Yeah.
No one took that turn before, but I was like, I trust the horse, and we made it. That was
Sama,
yeah.
I think kuda juga
kayak
emang kayak lebih jago untuk
I think
motong-motong
they're
gitu
more
nggak sih?
agile. They're more
Agile,
agile, yeah.
that's
Repot
very
banget.
agile.
I
Dan
think
mereka
that's
kayak
why-
lebih berani aja kayak, oh yaudah gue
Kayak kaki belakangnya tuh bisa kayak ngedrift gitu.
I think that's why we were winning.
Karena kita kudanya emang lebih kecil, tapi kita bisa make them do such a tight turn.
Yeah.
Nggak semua kuda bisa gitu kan. Kadang kalau dibelokin mereka harus kayak agak muter, kayak agak kaku gitu loh.
We could like
Nggak
just
langsung
land
set
and
gitu.
turn.
Kayak
So
nggak
that
tahu
was
magic
such
banget.
a nice feeling. If you complete a good round.
Yeah.
Cio.
Ya banyak ya, bingung juga ya. Tapi mungkin yang terakhir aja kali ya, yang terakhir pas PON 2016 di Parongpong. Waktu itu sih
Gen
pikiran gue
Golf
cuman yang penting tim emas gitu kan. Dan emang dapat emas waktu itu tim kita event.
But you have individual
Tapi
juga.
ternyata di individual tuh gue ada peluang, gue nggak tahu. Gitu, ternyata bisa peluang ya paling nggak kalau nggak silver, bronze lah gitu. Itu gue nggak tahu. Coba gue tahu itu kan, gue persiapinnya beda. Dan terus memang kesalahannya waktu itu di long combination gitu ya, yang 6 atau 7 stride gitu panjang. Gue yakin ini bisa ambil 6 stride sebenarnya gitu. Tapi keputusannya waktu itu kita 7 stride biar safe gitu. Dan gue ikut itu. Dan jatuhin tangan gitu kan. Jatuhin 1. Tapi kalau gue clear round itu bisa
Menang.
ya bisa dapat di situ. Tapi ya nggak apa-apa.
Ya,
Tapi sebenarnya karena gue nggak tahu kalau gue berpeluang dapet ini, itu yang lebih gue sesali sebenarnya. Tapi kalau ya keputusan itu kan ya it's okay lah gitu.
It's in the moment, right? Kalau gue sih kayaknya just going around with Bima around after
Cooling down ya.
cooling down. Ya, sama Kak
Cooling
Trisna kan
down.
juga pernah
Aku
kita
juga
turun
pernah
ke
sama
bawah.
Ana.
Oh,
Jadi habis standing, aku naik Chief, Ana naik Bima, kita
Ya,
ya
kita
cool
jalan
down
aja
aja.
yuk gitu.
Just
Enak
enjoying a
banget sih.
downtime as well.
I think
selain
that's my
kompetisi.
most favorite
Enak banget.
moment sama
Kuda.
my groom Pasukim. Yeah.
Shout out to all the groups.
Ya,
all
shout out
the
to
grooms.
semua grup-grup
Oh
yang
my god,
amazing
their
knowledge.
dedication. They're 24/7 with our horses, ya
Yeah.
kan? has horse riding taught you
I have one.
growing
I
up?
have a philosophy. So
Go,
I
Sam.
apply the show jumping arena to my life.
Why?
What is
So
that?
Example.
I have something called rest.
Rest.
Rhyth-
R-E-S-T.
Yes, R-E-S-T. Rhythm, elegance, safety, and technique. Okay. So this is like how I approach life, basically. So when you look at the arena, there are obstacles. In
Yeah.
life, you have obstacles. So what it taught me is when you enter the arena, kita nggak bisa asal-asalan.
Yeah.
Kita harus punya
Ada
rhythm.
strategi. Oh,
Kita
yeah,
ada
rhythm,
rhythm. Kita nggak bisa gerasak gerusuk gerabak-gerubuk. Nggak bakalan dapat stride-nya, nggak bakalan dapat you know, distance-nya nggak dapat. So I feel like that's also my approach to life. I take things calmly and with the correct rhythm. Jadi nggak boleh terlalu cepat, nggak boleh terlalu pelan juga,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
then you won't get it. And then elegance. Do everything with elegance. I believe that's also something horse riding taught me, because when you compete, how did we look?
Yeah.
We looked amazing. We were wearing, you know,
Yeah.
the jackets, and I was always wearing a hairnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything that you do in life, you might as well look good while
Yeah.
you're doing it. And
Presentable.
presentable, you know, and then the safety, you know, because you know it's a sport with a risk.
Yeah.
I know it's a beautiful sport. You look nice, but it's still, you have a risk of getting injured,
know,
falling.
yeah.
We were talking about falling and
yeah.
all the injuries. So safety is also very
Yeah.
important. So if you do something in life, you might as well, you know, be
Yeah, of
aware
course.
of the risk and
Of course.
precautions
Yeah.
and things like that. So yeah, kembali lagi nggak bisa asal-asalan.
Yeah.
Jadi selalu semua tuh ada
Strategy,
strategy, yeah, sama teknik. Okay, if you do something, you do it right.
Of course.
Do it the right way. Jadi itu sih kayaknya my approach in life is jangan asal-asalan. So apapun yang I do, I put my heart into it,
Yeah.
and I want to do it the right way. So I think that's how I apply the show jumping arena into my life.
Nice. Like that.
Yeah.
Very cool. What about all of you guys?
I think Sammy said it all. Like, to be honest, yeah, sama lah.
Yeah.
For me ya, at least. I don't know for you guys.
Apa ya? Mungkin resilience
Yeah.
sama sportivity.
Kenapa? Sorry.
Oh iya,
Sportivitas.
resilience benar.
Resilience sih, karena
Yeah.
resilience like ya,
Never
kita
give up.
Never give up
Yeah.
dan hard work.
Walaupun fail, you don't stop, you just continue gitu.
Continue.
Get back on the saddle.
Yeah,
guys.
get back on the saddle.
Itu sportivitas karena kuda kan juga atlet. Jadi it's a two-way partnership. Jadi kadang-kadang mungkin maybe it's a competition day and your horse is feeling a bit off.
Yeah.
Then you know you can't force it. It's you know they've given your best, you've given your best, ya udah. Kayak ya sama kayak saya bilang kan bukan mesin juga.
Yeah.
Jadi memang pasti ada there's a variety of days, like ada yang good days, bad days.
Yeah, I think it's also connection. It teaches you
connection.
a lot of things, because when you connect with a horse, you learn how to understand the horse as a being, the horse, you know, the mood swings and everything, the personality. Our horses have a
Karakternya beda-beda.
personality, they have
Dan
character.
makanya berkuda
Yeah.
tuh olahraga yang kita nggak pernah berhenti belajar.
Yeah.
Every single horse you ride
It's different.
is different and it's a partnership. Aku sering bilang kalau
It's a partnership.
Yes.
That's
it doesn't matter if you're an Olympic level rider, kalau kuda kamu nggak mau gerak, they will not move for you.
Yeah.
You can't make them move.
Yeah.
So there's that thing.
That's
Yeah.
I think I apply that to people too.
Yeah,
Like the
I was just gonna
connection.
say,
So
kan semua orang beda ya.
I learned that from understanding horses.
Yeah.
I try to apply that to people. So, you know, I don't judge people, or like, you know, I try to understand them from where they're coming from, the personality, the history, because some horses used to be race horses, so you know, why they're more like, you know, a certain way.
Sama
So,
satu
yeah.
lagi sih consistency. Kalau untuk kita
That's right.
training mesti konsisten. Kalau emang mau tanding ya you have
The
to put in the
discipline.
time.
Discipline, I was gonna say, yeah.
That's right.
Being on time.
Being on time, discipline.
Being on time.
Yes.
When we had a lesson at 9 a.m., we would
Yeah,
be
when
on the
on
horse
time.
at 9
Being
a.m.,
on time
like
is
never
like
1 minute late.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
one, you know.
Yeah.
Tio, ada nggak yang mau ditambah?
Apa ya? Ini riding filosofi ya.
Yeah.
What has horse riding taught you?
Ada yang
Oh.
mau pikiran nggak?
Yang bisa
mention?
mungkin apply ke sekarang juga.
Ke real life.
Ya kayak apa ya, kalau gue melihat ini apa, it's about teamwork ya. Gitu. Jadi gue mempersiapkan semua ini benar-benar teamwork. Gitu. Jadi tapi visi tetap di kita, visi tetap di rider. Gitu. tahun ini melakukan apa, kompetisi bagaimana, kudanya siapa aja gitu. Jadi kalau gue selama gue berkompetisi gitu ya, ada role masing-masing gitu.
Hello.
Kayak ada mau ikutan. Kayak Om Niko itu sebagai pelatih atlet gitu. Jadi dia mengkoreksi gue sebagai atlet gitu. Terus untuk pelatih kuda waktu itu ada Om Wempi yang bantu.
Yeah, my first trainer.
Jadi ya kita percayakan
Om Wempi Gaunang.
Ya, karena memang bagus sekali gitu. Jadi dari development dari young horse-nya sampai jadi kuda kompetisi, terus juga Pak Koko kalau tahu itu handle semua di stable gitu, semuanya, nutritionnya, makanan, grooming semua, pilih groom terbaik juga gitu, ya even groom juga ya, tim kita juga. Suplemennya kalau kita main di top level kan suplemen itu nggak hal yang tak terhindarkan kan, benar. Itu semua programnya seperti apa itu semua by design. Even juga bokap nyokap juga ya sebagai manajer gitu, dia cari sponsor apa segala macam. Jadi itu jalan tiap tahun seperti itu. Kalau yang gue alami seperti itu ya gue memang nggak berfokus, mungkin udah digambarin teman-teman semua gitu, tapi mungkin yang kurang dari gue style aja. Gue nggak fokus ke situ, soalnya gue fokus untuk kita punya kalender event gitu, apa yang kita harus capai.
Tapi bener sih dari visi yang like stable vision atau personal vision semuanya perlu planning dan training. Jadi bener kalau ya kita jadi very well planner. Kalau dulu kan kita mikir kita mau tanding nih 2 bulan lagi kelas 110. Dulu sama Om James pasti udah oke nih program latihan ya kita ikutin. Kudanya juga disiapin, dikondisiin. So it's teamwork kalau teamwork yang semua pelatih, groom, rider masih kerja sama.
Yeah, it's actually not just you and the horse. The trainer is there, the groom is there, the nutrition,
fat, shoeing, itu semua di schedule.
Yeah.
I think it taught us to be very well organized.
Yeah, for sure. And I think for me is the passion and the competitive spirit. Karena jiwa kompetisinya tuh selalu ada gitu loh. Kayak maksudnya you don't go through life like ya udah, you know what I mean? Like you have that
mentality,
winning mentality. Yeah, of course you don't need to win every time, tapi you have that pathway, that purpose in life. Okay, gue mau ngerjain goal yang ini, gue mau achieve ini. I think I can do it. Gitu. Again with planning and whatnot, tapi that winning spirit itu ada menurut gue.
Mungkin dulu waktu di junior belum ya, tapi pas kita mulai masuk ke open.
Tapi gue iya sih. Gue langsung aman
belum semuanya
junior ya.
Ya nggak belum mikirin 360-nya gitu, belum mikirin semuanya. Masih fun aja kalau waktu junior. Ya main, bertanding, rivalitas dan lain-lain. Tapi kalau udah masuk ke open environment tuh ya kita speaker semua karena ada sponsor, ada macam-macam kan gitu. Ada tanggung jawab di situ.
Agreed. I think a couple of years ago, I also was involved in the organization of it, and it's definitely a different mentality ya, gitu. Kayak as a rider and as a organizer itu, so kudos to all the. Thanks guys for coming and spending your day with us, your morning with us, and reminiscing. And shout out to Om Rafiq. Pak Rafiq for having us in your beautiful country club in Artaisa Stables to keep this place beautiful as well after all these years. Okay, and don't forget everyone to follow the links below and watch more amazing episodes by Eri Media.